Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I was working on my ring planner. As you see on the left hand side, I have a slim Gillio not a punto, oh my gosh, Compagna with 20 millimeter rings. It wouldn't work, it was too thin. So I went back to my old setup. I'm taking it out. I'm taking all the Christmas out and I'm gonna go into my bicolor Gillio Compagna, and I'm going to put 30 millimeter rings in there. So I hope everybody had a good holiday. I know that there's holidays coming up for everyone, other people that don't celebrate Christmas and so forth, but we had a low-key Christmas. It just felt like a weekend. Honestly, it was like 70 degrees here in Houston. So I don't know, but I will say that the majority of Christmas, obviously, well, for me, I know what that means for me and our family. And then it was just me watching the kids open their gifts. I feel like I worked really hard to, get them, wrap them, put them under, do all the things and try to make Christmas as cute and magical for them, for memories and such. But I feel like it's over. Okay, now let's get to a new year and let's try to start this year off differently than you did last year, Monique. So I have my rings and I'm putting all the different things in here. I'm also taking stuff out. There are things that I do not need. There are inserts that I'm going to use this upcoming year. So I still have more work to do, but while I was doing this video, I was in a lot of pain from a UTI. And so my doctor called in an antibiotic and I need to go pick that up. So I was also talking to my daughter. We were doing a lot of different things. I don't know. It was definitely very chill. I haven't had the urge to film, which is weird. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because I'm burnt out. I'm completely burnt out mentally and physically. As I was waking up this morning, I wanted to really lay in the bed. I had an appointment and I rescheduled to the new year because, my daughter has to go to camp and it was going to interfere with that. And she was really looking forward to it as they canceled yesterday. So I was like, I'll reschedule and, let her do that because camp for them, they only do it when kids are out of school, out of the public school. So because we homeschool, she, doesn't really get that until there's major holidays. That's when they do camp. So I'm going to take her to that today, pick up my antibiotic and really do nothing. Yesterday, our son had what's called a bro Christmas. He had about 8 boys here. And so what I did was I went upstairs with the girls and eventually my husband came home. He went up there with me and we all were in our room, which is pretty big bathroom. We have a fridge up there. So we let the boys have the whole downstairs. And oh my gosh, we were up there in my room from 3 p.m. all the way to 9. I felt like I was in a 1-bedroom apartment, for real, which I've been there. Hello. So yeah, he had a lot of fun and I'm very proud of him. He recently has been going through a lot of different things and I'm glad that he is giving himself what he needs. That's kind of the theme of the week. I also spoke to my counselor and my homework this week is how to give yourself self-compassion. And I'm like, that's always been a struggle for me. Always. So being diagnosed with autism later on in my 40s, it was definitely validating and explained a lot of different things when I was younger in my 20s, why I struggle so much with a lot of different things. But it also, in a way, made me feel like, who am I? And so, masking a lot as a kid and doing that while I was in my 20s, 30s, I'm finally realizing that, It's okay. It's safe. You can be who you are, who you truly are. And, there's no judgment. And that spot is like hard. And I think that's part of the reasons why I was very militant with myself when I was a kid. So like just navigating through that and really trying to go through trauma therapy with my therapist, I'm like, it's not fun. And I don't know what I was thinking, but it's not fun to do during the holidays. But I'm doing it. I'm showing up for myself and just trying to sort through things. And even when it feels funky, I'm doing it. So I'm going to use my rings in the new year like how I use them all the time, just to collect data, to go ahead and arrange data, monthly, daily, weekly, collections, lists, inbox. If you're new to my channel, I do monthly notebooks with my system inside of it, and then I kind of just play with everything else. This year, upcoming year, I'm trying to do what's called a year of record, where I get all of January through December in one book. I'm going to use B6 Slim, just Sterling Inks, horizontal, compact, I don't know. Just her B6 Slim, and it's a compact size. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do my monthly books. I will have my rings. I'm trying to use my weeks for gratitude, but if not, that'll definitely morph into whatever I want. I do have a health Sterling Inks. It's not working. It's not. I've tried for about 6 weeks. So I might morph that into something else. Take a note is for A5 is for my like devotion and faith. That's not working either. So I might do, like, I have what's called like a challenge book. That's my Hobonichi cousin. That is the book that I always try to finish. I want a full year, not for the year of record, just to say, you finished a cousin. So I'm trying to do, what I have left is faith, creative journaling, and health. So I have 3 different little planners to work with. But if it doesn't work out, of course, I just repeat information in there and all the other ones and use it as a creative outlet. But if we want to talk system, it'll definitely be my monthly notebooks, my B6 Slim yearly, and then rings. So with my rings, I do allow myself to change up the size, the covers, whenever I want. If I want to do it on a weekly, daily basis, whatever. I try to get my most favorite inserts for them. They are the Filofax week on 2 pages and the dailies. Now this year, Filofax went out on, I don't know what they did, and it's just not cute, Filofax. And they put this QR code on the weekly and every single day. I guess it's for you to go and create your custom day and you can view it electronically. I don't know. Wrong move. So I do have 2024 inserts that I could redate. I also have these other 2024 inserts that I got from Amazon that I punched in here. And I'm going to grab them from my Slim. And I don't know. I like those, but then I don't. In rings, I always have like a functional week and a pretty planning week. I like the rings to grab if I want to go somewhere and like I need to keep myself entertained. It's definitely one of those binders that I could just use and go. It's in the morning and I made my coffee. I was lounging in the bed longer than I should have, but I was just giving myself like, I don't know. It's been so busy the past 2 weeks that I'm trying to catch up on my sleep. I'm trying to catch up on trying to get my mind right, trying to get my health right. Last night I was talking to one of my tias. She's on my dad's side, and she's 84 years old. And she called me out of nowhere, and she sounded so good, and she shared all these different pictures of me. I mean, not of me, of her and my dad and my dad's siblings. My dad had like 14 siblings. It was nice, but it also triggered a lot for me. I end up like having a panic attack. I had to like go to sleep because that's the only way it helps. And she meant well, she did, but I stood on the phone with her way too long for like 45 minutes. That is definitely way too long for someone like myself. I don't ever do that. Like, but she was talking and sharing, and I didn't want to be mean. She sounded so cute. So I'm really trying to recover from a lot. And yesterday it was nice to just, sit back and rearrange things. In real time, this is kind of how it looked. I put this right up front. Let's turn on the light. I put this little thing right up front. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it there. I need to figure out January. There's so much stuff I need to do, but I did clean it out and take out all that I needed. I also saved all of this. I don't know if I want to save it, but this is what came out of my rings, with stuff that I did use. But anyhow, my friends, I'm going to go make my coffee. I thought I would share some things with you and just share my ring setup. It'll morph throughout the month, I'm sure, or year. And I just thought I would show you. God bless you. Take care and happy planning.